how to count on. So make sure when you have a test, if it says to count on, you need to find all the numbers. Okay? That's great. You know why it was wrong? Why? Right. Because we have 7 fish and they have 1 more. So it means that they have 7 plus 1 more. So 7 plus 7 plus
Hi.
1, right?
So we have one person logged in. Hi, Maria. Let us know if you can hear us. I'm waiting for Arturo. Great. Can you hear us okay, Maria? Let us know. So Maria, can you hear us okay?
Okay, the line meant the solution to how to solve it. Okay. Oh, that's it. That's an interesting one. E is for
Okay, so we're still waiting for Arturo to sign in.
I will tell her that I will pick you up at 8 o'clock.
So I'm waiting for my co-presenter, Arturo, to present with me. So in the meantime, while Arturo's for some reason today, like all 3 of us, we have Aaron in the background and we have Arturo co-presenting with me. We've all had, for some reason, technical difficulties today logging in. So bear with us for a little bit. We'll get there. And I had to actually change locations and get out of my office and sit in an area where you'll hear a lot of my kids in the background. So while Arturo is logging in, I'll kick off the presentation. Okay, Arturo is still trying. Okay, that's fine. We'll get him going once he gets in. So, all right. So thank you very much for joining us today. I'm going to go over the the Tranont business plan and the opportunity and show you. Who did I just hear? Let me see real quick. Who do I? Okay, great. Art, I hear you. Great. Awesome. Yep, I see you, Art. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Excellent. Fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and get started real quick. Let me actually put in my headphones so you can actually hear the mic okay. My voice, okay, give me 1 second. Boy, we are all over the place today. That's fine. It happens, but we're here. Okay, great. So Art, you can hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
I hear a little bit of a echo.
Okay, I'll put on my my speaker my headphones once I go on.
Okay, great. Yeah, let's just go ahead and I'll get started, and then I'll share my presentation, and then we'll go with you. So fantastic. So thank you for joining us today. My name is Nusrat Beg. Today I'm going to share, Arturo and I are going to co-present. We're going to share a little bit about our story, share with you what we're doing and how we're helping other people, save on their taxes, help them with their credit score, and a whole bunch of other services that we're offering. So let's get started. Let me share my presentation real quick. Let me do a screen share, show you my background. All right. Oh, give me a second. A screen share did not happen. And Art, let me know if you can see my screen okay.
You're good.
You're good? Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know if I'm going too fast with these presentations and whatnot. All right, so what we're going to introduce you to is Tranont. Tranont is an incredible company that offers a lot of services and value to the end customer, and resolves a lot of problems for the end customer and associates of Tranont. So just a little bit about me. My name is Nusrat Beg. I'm a Chicago native. Went to school here. Went to DePaul University for my computer science degree. 10 plus years of software development. So I'm come from the IT and technology background. I shifted gears, went and got my business degree, and went into sales and operations for the last 6 years. I'm married, father of 4. So I'm a very busy man, as you can see. It's not easy maintaining a household of 4 kids. So very busy, tight schedule. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. So let's get going. As an entrepreneur, I myself, with my home business and my other endeavors and my other ventures that I'm involved in, there's a lot of expenses that I incur, and this is the problem that I want to help you, that I'm hoping that you relate to. I have to hire a lawyer every year, and I spend $900 on them. So at the lawyers are about $300 to $400 an hour at least, and if you do about 2 to 3 hours, you're at a $900 tab. I have to hire an accountant. I have to do an accountant. I have to get an accountant, one for my business tax return to file my business taxes, and then for my personal taxes for my wife and I. So each of those filings are a separate charge for my wife and I. So that's like $300 to $400 for each filing. And then for the bookkeeping and expense tracking, I use software like Intuit, which costed me $480. And then my wife and I, we want to protect our identity. So things like LifeLock, we were subscribing to for $50 each, and that turned out to be $1,200 a year. Both my wife and I, we didn't really subscribe to any credit repair service, so that's why it's blank. But tech support and repair, I do a lot of business online. So whenever my laptop is down or in repair, I'm not making money. So right away, I have to spend money to get my laptop fixed right away. So I hope a lot of you can relate to this. So the total expenses that I have to incur every year is about $3,000 at least, just on services that a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of homeowners, they face. Every homeowner has to file his taxes. Every homeowner has to use some kind of lawyer services. On average, a home in America uses about 3 hours of lawyer services. So, and this is what I want to talk to you about: a solution, a all-in-one place solution at a small, low price. Okay, so that's where I was introduced to Tranont. When I was looking for an answer to, instead of running around for all these services and actually lowering my expenses as an entrepreneur, I came across Tranont, and that's where I met Arturo. So Arturo explained to me that there's a lot of these services that you're already using, but you can use it to your advantage and find all your services in one place for a low price. And that intrigued me because, I really didn't have to make a major shift in all my services that I'm using. I just had to use Tranont's core services. So for example, Tranont OneView. Tranont OneView allows me to combine all my accounts, from my bank accounts, my credit card statements, and everything all in one place, and give me one single view of the inflow of cash in my house and the outflow of cash in my house. And there I can do a real budget. A lot of people, a lot of homes do not budget. Believe it or not, they don't know how to. And they don't know what they're spending on. They don't know why they're spending $200 a month on some XYZ charge, like for example, coffee, when easily they can cut down on that expenses by half. So OneView really finds, if you can think of OneView as a way for you to trim the fat out of your monthly household budget. That's what OneView provides. It's a personal trainer for your finances. The next thing is Tranont Defend. Tranont Defend is an incredible product that helps me secure myself and my social media platform, my social media profile, my mobile phone, and all these other devices that I use from any type of cyber attack. Okay, that's what Tranont Defend provides. There's TaxBot, and this is an incredible application. And for this, what I'll do is actually stop sharing and show you a video, my video, and this is an incredible app. Arturo, can you see me okay?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, what I'm going to show you real quick is my TaxBot app, which is amazing. And here, as soon as I know this is a little not focusing properly, but so here is a Tranont, basically, the TaxBot app, which is on my phone. It calculates the distance that I drive from meeting to meeting. Next, when I classify that trip to a business meeting or a personal meeting and categorizes it, it makes it very easy for me to basically document my business expenses. So here, there's a button for expenses where if I go to a restaurant and get a receipt for my lunch that I have for a business meeting, I could take a picture of it, enter my expenses. And the wonderful thing is it gives me a running total of my tax deduction. Right now it's $97.91, which is amazing. So I wanted to quickly show you that, which is an amazing app. And an app like that, I haven't, well, there are some competitive apps, but the fact of the matter is it comes all in one place. I don't have to go to multiple different places to find these different apps and services, all in the core services of Tranont, which is fantastic. And then Tranont Legal, you obviously understand why, this is a convenience to me. And then Tranont Tax Preparation and Services. I love this service because of the fact that the Tranont tax team, every quarter spend some time with me to understand the situation with my taxes, my corporate taxes and my personal taxes, and if I need to adjust my tax strategy to basically keep as much money in my pocket as possible as a homeowner and as a business owner, and try to maximize the laws that are in favor to business owners. Okay, so that's a wonderful service that is it's invaluable to me. And then Tranont Credit Services. If my credit is being used unlawfully, Tranont Credit Services helps with that. And if there's any bad credit, bad items on my credit report that is bringing my score down, that is where Tranont Credit Services helps me with that. So I hope you understand how the value of the Tranont Core Services, and what I'm going to shift it over to and hand it over to Arturo and help you understand how some of these things are. Oh, here's a screenshot of the TaxBot app. So again, this tells you exactly what how much you've been saving. Anyway, let's shift it over to you, Arturo.
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me good?
Yeah, and Arturo will talk to you about the business of how you can actually generate revenue using these Tranont Core Services.
So good evening, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. First, I want to give it back to Mr. Nusrat Beg. He did a fantastic job talking about the core services, which are the ones that, which are the services that we like to talk about, because it's the most essential package out there. It's a suite of amazing tools that everybody can use, and that's one of the reasons why I'm super fired up about this, because it's pretty much offering you world-class financial education and training for a very, very small price. And very, very excited for what it's already doing for Mr. Nusrat, what it's doing for me, and what it's doing for a lot of the people that are in my organization at this time. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself really, really quick here. I don't want to, I just don't want to sound like a complete stranger to everybody out there. My name is Arturo Aguilar. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm an entrepreneur. I've pretty much done it all. I've worked for a lot of people, a lot of companies out there. I did what everybody told me to do, which was, go to school, get good grades, and then you come out getting a good job. And what I realized is that I came out of school just owing a lot of money and not really knowing how to even start paying it back, because it was very difficult to find those good jobs that everybody was talking about. And so, many years later, I decided to try a couple things, and it didn't work out because the market was down, and a lot of things, and certain things like that was going down back in 2009 when the economy crashed. So went back into the workforce, started working for a logistics company, and fell in love with what they were doing, but I didn't like working 60 to 70 hours a week just to continue to live on a paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. So a few years ago, I was introduced to direct sales and network marketing. I fell in love with the concept. I fell in love with, helping other people change their lives, because I saw how it was already changing mine and my family's life. So, fast forward a couple of years now, I've been doing this for a while. I love it, and I'm really excited about what Tranont is doing, not only for myself, but like I said earlier, for a lot of people. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up my slides here really quick. Hopefully you guys can see them. Just let me know if once you guys see them, so we can get going here. Give me 1 second, guys. Are you guys able to see the screen or no?
I can see your slides.
You can see them already? Okay.
Yeah, I can see them.
Okay, perfect. So so I'm not going to go too much over like the core services, because Mr. Nusrat already went over them, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about who we are. Our mission at Tranont is to change the world's economy one household at a time. I know that sounds really cheesy, but that's actually what we're doing, and we're doing it one household at a time. So our vision is to offer the individuals world-class financial education and training, financial management tools, digital protection, and best-in-class retail services. Now, the reason I'm here is to talk about how we can make money with this opportunity. Mr. Nusrat already went through a lot of the core services, which are right here. He went over the OneView, the Defend, TaxBot, told you guys that we have tax preparation and services. He went through legal, the credit services for fixing your credit, and we also have property and casualty. So now you can look at things like that. So, just want to talk a little bit about what linear income is and what residual income is. Linear income is what most people are getting paid nowadays. It's, they're putting in time for money, trading hours for dollars, and it doesn't matter what position you are, whether you're a doctor, whether you're, a nurse, whether you're a lawyer. If you're not putting in time, you're not getting paid. Residual income is practically doing one thing once and getting paid over and over and over again. And that's what really caught my attention about residual income. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the strategic partnerships that we have with some of the companies. So along with the core services that you already saw, like TaxBot, like the OneView and legal, we also have these partnerships with other companies like DirecTV, Dish Network, Affiliate Solar, National Processing, Jive, just to name a few. What I love about this is, you yourself can become a customer of one of these services and get paid on your own service. I'm a firm believer that, you're a product of your own, of your own business, and I am. I love these products. Jive is for business, Jive is for business telephone services, and you're practically an enterprise type of a phone service for, for a small business cost. And you also would get residual on that. National processing is obviously merchant services, credit processing. How many people swipe a credit card every day? I can tell you that today I swiped it like 4 times myself. So I know I use it all the time. So imagine getting, a small business, a big business, a franchise to work with us. You could potentially be getting some really good residual income from that. So these are some of the companies that we currently work with. As I go down, like we already went through some of these things, and the retail services that we have, like you guys saw, the Dish Network, merchant services, business phones, and these are things that we're not selling them. It's on a referral basis. So that's really different than a lot of other, network marketing companies out there, or other direct sales marketing companies out there, because they're forcing their people to go out there and actually sell them. Here, we're just practically just offering their service. If they're interested, it's very, very easy to send a referral. You let Jive, you let National Processing, you let the DirecTV or Dish Network take care of it, and they will close the deal out for you, and you'll get paid every single time they pay a bill. Now, the way it works is really simple. I just talked about residual income, so this is the first way we get. This is one of the ways we get paid. It's based off personal customer acquisition. So there's people that are going to get involved, to build organizations, and there's going to be other people that are going to get involved to get customers. And then there's me and a lot of people like myself who want to do both. So in that situation, you can receive up to 30% on your personal customers. So if you see the example, we're talking about 21 services that average $100 a month, which will be around $2,100 in commissionable billing revenue. Times 30%, you will have a residual income of about $630 per month. So annually, that's about $7,560, right, of residual income. Now, that's income that's going to consistently continue to come, and it's going to continue to grow as you continue to bring in more customers. Now, what I love about our opportunity is that we start off at 10% at your first service, which honestly beats every other network marketing company out there. So between 1 service to 10 service, you'll get 10%. Between 1 through 20, you will get 15%. And then once you hit 21 and up, between 1 and whatever, let's say 1 and 30 services, whatever service you have, you'll begin to make a revenue of, you'll begin to make a residual income of about 30%. So that's pretty high, guys. Now, getting started, we're obviously going to talk a little bit about other things that we have, because we have a bunch of stuff that we can help you with. As Mr. Nusrat talked earlier, to become, what we have, what we provide. You guys already know about the Tranont core services and how awesome they are, and how they can really help you and benefit you with anything, especially with your finances. So we have that financial education, we have that marketing platform ready for you. We have business management applications, and what's great about it is US-based customer support. So you don't have to be calling anybody else, but you're going to be calling people that here live in our country, that know what's going on, and they can talk to you in your language, right? And what's great is that we are really barely scratching the surface of our business. So global expansion is coming. It comes usually within a few years after the company launches, and we've only been around for 3 years. So we're really just getting involved, and we're expecting to expand all across North America and globally. So we're very excited about that. So all we require from you is to plug into the Tranont system. We'll teach you how to acquire customers and how, and get associates. And we have a very, very specific and an amazing launch system that will get you started immediately. We're going to have webinars for that too. We're going to have specific trainings that will get you going. And practically all we need for you to do is plug in, help other Tranont associates do the same thing. Now, there is a cost to get involved. They say there's always a cost to be the boss. You have to understand that every business takes money, and we can agree that to open up a business like a Dish Network, it's going to take a lot of.
Hello. Looks like Arturo got dropped off. His connection just died. So, okay, fantastic. So Art was just kind of in the middle of showing and talking about the different partner programs that we have. So he's going to log back in and talk about that. So again, these are some really name brand companies that Tranont has partnered with, and that gives entrepreneurs really the opportunity for them to offer more services than just the core services of Tranont. With Tranont's core services, there's one easy doorway for you to step in and make a customer, and then the upsell opportunity is incredible with all the other services like Jive, which is the phone service, enterprise phone service, and the background checks and all the other ones. And then you have the name brand ones like Dish and whatnot. So when Art touched on the commission rate for the services, I thought that was incredible. I've been in software sales for the past 6 years, excuse me, and really they don't offer a commission package like that. Almost, some of the major software companies don't even offer that to their sales people as well. They hardly do 4 to 6%. So for a company to offer 10 to 30% on their core services, on their products and services, that's just really an amazing opportunity. So Art, are you ready to kind of talk a little bit more about the opportunity?
Yeah, you guys able to see the slides again? I don't know what happened. I just got kicked out.
See the slides.
You guys see the slides? Okay. All right. So I believe I left off at talking about, not sure if you finished it off, Nusret, but did you talk about the cost to get involved?
No, I did not get
Okay.
to talk about. I just emphasized the payout, which is like 30%, which is incredible, relating to my experience in the software industry, sales industry.
Okay, great. So I'm just going to go jump right back in. I apologize for the inconvenience I may have caused. So getting started, like I stated earlier, it takes money to get involved in any business. I've had people tell me that they're not interested in getting involved, but they want to open up a business. And I've had conversations where I ask them, well, what kind of business are you looking to open? And they say a mechanic shop. And I'm like, well, you know how much a mechanic shop takes to get it started with? And people don't really know. They think it's really, really easy to get loans out there. They think that that the possibilities are great to open up businesses. But unfortunately, if you don't have good credit, if you don't have some kind of resources, you're probably not going to get started. So with us, just, it's a one-time payment of $349. And what's great is that all these core services for your first month are included. So what we do is we allow you to use every single core service that we have so you can start to see the benefits. Because once you start using these services, you're going to fall in love with them. You're going to start to see where your money's going, what you've been spending it on, and you're going to start making changes because you're going to realize that you want to save money, that you want to have money for retirement. So that's one great thing about our services. So once you start using the services, once you start getting once you fall in love with the services, there's only one thing you're going to do, and that's you're going to talk to everybody about it. And that's what I've been doing, and that's what my team's been doing, and we're fired up. So the services on a monthly it's a monthly charge of $125 to use all the services. Now, a lot of people think it's a lot, but think about it. I have people in my organization that were using a credit service that was charging about $125 to $150 just to help them with their credit. Now, we're offering you 6 to 7 different services here that are going to help you. So that shouldn't be an issue. And I'm going to teach you and talk to you about.
Art, I want to jump in real quick.
Yes, sir.
I want to repeat the fact that my wife and I were paying $100 a month for the identity protection services alone.
Exactly. So that's what I'm talking about. There's people are going to be paying for these services, and I've had some of the people that I have in my organization today were individuals that had those services, and now they're using the services for only $125, and they're getting so much more value with it. So now I'm going to talk to you about how you can actually practically get it for free. So when you get started with Tranont, we have monthly team bonuses. So the first thing is, once you start using our services, we're going to show them to other individuals, whether it's through webinars, whether it's through on person, through three-way calls, through some of our videos. We're going to introduce this information to other people. Now, we know there's at least 3 people that you're going to know that are going to benefit from these services. So once we introduce this information to 3 people, they get involved, they get on the core services. The company will start giving you a $100 monthly bonus, which is a $100 residual, and they'll continue to give you that as long as the people are still active associates of the core services. Now, what does that do? it's $125 to keep the services. Once you start getting $100 residual, it's only $25, but you can still write off $125, which is great. I'm going to go and talk about our car bonus, which is one of our other amazing things here. Actually, I hit the financial consultant position in my first week from when I got involved, because I was just dying to tell everybody about this information. So what it really is you personally have 3 sponsors on your organization, and then you have to maintain around $1,200 or 1,200 points in group volume. So what does that mean? That just means that you have to at least have either 12 individuals, or you can have, as little as 4 people on your organization, as long as they have customers or they're acquired customers. That's all going to count towards your group volume. The easiest way we like to say it is, if you have 12 people, they're on the core service, you're a financial consultant. And this happened, like I said, in my organization really, really fast. I currently have approximately around 12 people on my organization that are within just a couple of, with just a few associates left to hit these positions. So there's going to be a lot of Jeeps driving around the Chicago land area very, very soon. And even if you're thinking about pioneering a market, don't worry about it. We're here for you. Our goal is to go help you to stay in contact with you and build your organization. What's great about this is that, you introduce 3 associates. Now we're going to help those individuals introduce this information to their people. So that starts to create a chain reaction. People start getting involved. You don't even have to know all these people. You might just know 3 other people that got involved, and you can have a team of 50, 60, 100, 200. Who knows how big you want your organization to grow. But what's great about this is once you hit the financial position, a financial consultant position, the company will give you an additional $250 on top of the $100. So now you're looking at a team bonus or residual check of $350 every single month, as long as you maintain a 1,200 point or $1,200 in group volume. And that's just the first step. The second, what I loved about it is that what I loved about it more is that we had the Jeep bonus, which, like I stated earlier, the car bonus is $250, but the Jeep bonus is $500. I prefer the $500, obviously, right? People ask me, why a Jeep? It's because it maintains the highest retail value of any car here in the United States. So, and I saw it firsthand. I fell in love with the concept. Once I became a financial consultant, I jumped on getting a Jeep. And today, whether your Jeep cost you $300 a month, or whether it cost you $400, or whether it cost you $700, you're still going to get a $500 monthly Jeep bonus. So that's what I love about Tranont. There's individuals in our organization today that have a $380 payment, but they're still getting $500. So they can do whatever they want with those, additional $120. And then I also know people that have a $700 payment. They're still getting $500. They're just having to pay their remainder $200 out of their balance. So that's one of the bonuses that we have through the card program. So you can either get the $250, or you can get $500 towards the Jeep, as long as you put the Tranont symbols as you see in the slides here. Next thing I want to talk about is a little bit about, I'm not going to go too much into our compensation plan. More than anything, today's conversation is to just pique your interest. See if this is something you're interested in, because we have a lot to offer here. And if you were to look down where it says rank currently in this organization, you can make as much as you want. If you start off at the top where it says executive, you would see that it says you get a $100 in team bonus. All that requires is $300 in qualified group volume, or 300 points, however you want to look at it. Or if you were to take your finger and just wiped off the first, the first 2 zeros, you would see that it would be 3. Going down to FC, you'll see 12. 1-star FC, you'll see 25. 2-star FC, you'll see 50. So that's people if you're just talking about core services. But like I stated earlier, group volume comes from everything from customers and from getting, obviously, associates involved and getting customers involved. So as you start to see in our compensation plan, it's pretty much black and white. So if you think about it, if you want to get involved just to make $100, you can do that. If you want to get involved to make $300, we can do that too. If you want to get, in the higher compensation part, $3,500 to $5,500, all the way down to $25,000 on a team bonus, obviously you have that opportunity here. And these are all black and white numbers. Currently in our company, because we've only been around for a few years, we only have 1 senior vice president and we have 1 vice president. So that's how small our company is, and that's how much of an opportunity we have to continue to grow this company. Now if you see on some of the, once you get to FC, you start to see there's a Jeep bonus involved. The Jeep bonus will go all the way down to CEO. That's always going to be at 500. But if you start to notice, as you start going down, you start seeing a retirement bonus. So we have a separate company called Tranont Life, and there's something we'll discuss at a later time. But Tranont Life is amazing because what we do is we do a confidential needs analysis where you sit down with a wealth specialist or licensed individual here that would actually set you up towards your retirement. They'll actually know exactly when you're going to retire from the day we start your policy, which is amazing. And that's something that you can do, or you don't have to do, but if you decide to do it, as you start growing in these positions, the company will start giving you money towards that retirement. So as SFC, you'll start getting $100, and as you hit 3-star FC, SFC, I'm sorry, you'll see that it starts to grow to $500 per month, and that'll continue, and that'll be great so that you can have even more money towards retirement. Now, the bonus pools here start off at SFC. Now, those bonus pools, it depends on how, obviously it all depends on how fast the company's growing. They'll start paying out additional bonuses, and that's great. Not a lot of companies do that. So that's pretty much the compensation plan. I'm not going to go over it that much right now, but just want to let you know that, we're here to support you with anything. Like I stated earlier, we will teach you how to acquire customers. Like I stated, it's on a referral basis. So, we have specific slides, specific wording for that, teach you how to build and develop your team of associates. We do have local, regional, national training events and webinars. So, you're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. So understand that even if you're on this webinar tonight, and you might be from a town where no one's heard of Tranont, or you might be pioneering a market, don't worry about it. We have all the training available for you. So with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and thank everyone that got on the call today, or that got on the webinar today, to talk a little bit about Tranont. We are changing people's lives, and we are very, very, very excited, and we hope that you jump on board. I'm going to get myself off. I'm going to bring Mr. Nusrat back on to see if he has anything else to say. If you guys have any questions, we'll be on here for a little bit longer.
Yeah. That I have that I want business, or if you're looking for some kind of a side income to do, what would you like to make? Is it like $100 a month for you in your life? Would that take student loans? How would that change your lives? And that's what I'm ask yourself these questions, and we want to help you get there. The $500 a month
some issues with your sound
goal, or $1,000. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now you sound perfect.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to bring this mic closer to me. The questions that I'm hoping that you ask yourself, that if you have a $500 a month goal, a $1,000 a month goal, right in your life, what kind of goals? Can you finally go on that vacation that you? So that's one thing I want you to do. The other thing I want you to do is ask yourself what it would take for you to start your own business. Well, whether it's a cupcake shop, or whether it's starting a Subway shop, or how much money that would take, and write that down. And how much it would take for you to actually create a product. If you were to create like a software technology product, I'm in the software field, how long would that take? Now, I know how long that would take. I mean, I've amount of money into developing apps and websites and trying to get the marketing right, it's at least $10,000 at least, investment. Okay. I'll save you the trouble of doing that research. With Tranont, the explanation that Arturo gave, we're talking about in 1 year, you're only going to spend $1,850. That's it. $1,850 in your first year. That's including your sign-up cost. All right. $1,850 for you to start generating and start hitting your goals of $500 a month, $1,000 a month. Okay, I want to emphasize that thought before I let you guys go. So the other thing I want you to do is know that when Art talked about you're not by yourself, what I want to show you real quick is the Tranont app that I have loaded on my phone. This makes your life so much easier. There are a lot of these done for you campaigns. When you're talking to someone and they ask you, hey, what are you doing? And you tell them like, hey, I'm doing this thing called Tranont. And when they ask you exactly what it is, you don't need to explain it to them. What you need to do is just send them one of these videos, okay? And that's all you need to do. So that is how easy Tranont is making it for you. Furthermore, what Art and I and Aaron, he's in the background, he's monitoring a lot of the conversation in the background. What we're doing together is creating a marketing vehicle where I know that people do not have all the time to come out to a meeting to get some training, but they have the technology like a laptop or a cell phone to actually get on a webinar. Okay, we're creating an infrastructure to make Arturo, myself, and Aaron a global organization where we're supporting people through the entire globe. All right, and we're going to train leaders through webinars, through technology, using technology, where you don't have to spend hours and hours and hours, and money trying to find a babysitter or trying to, pick up people and driving them to a place where you can get training. Okay, we're going to leverage technology. We're going to leverage webinars. We're going to bring out more and more leaders onto these webinars to help you grow. Okay, so if we have a fantastic leader, one of our leaders is in California, his name is John Singh. If he needs to train people here in Chicago, we don't need to fly over to California to get training from him. We're going to get him on a webinar and train you. All right, so there's a lot of marketing effort that's in place that we want you to take advantage of, that Arturo, myself, and Aaron, we're taking advantage of. We're going to do a lot of product training, a lot of marketing training, and a lot of training on the app where it shows you how to basically share the business with other people. So I hope you're as excited as I am about this. And Art, myself, and Aaron, we've really put together an incredible organization. There's, really, if you look at some of the other network marketing companies, are still doing it the old school way by having you write down a list of all the people that you know, and then go to people at the malls and in the coffee shops and stalk them and try to talk to them about the business. We're cutting all that out. We're really making it easy for you. We're making it done for you videos and marketing campaigns. So I hope to see you on board. If someone has invited you to this webinar, please do contact them. If you have been invited by one of a Facebook ad that has been pushed out by me, that has been sponsored by me, do write me an email at nusrith.beg@gmail.com. If you look at it in the chat, you will see my email address there. Do email me and tell me that I'm in, and we'll get you signed up and get you going. Thank you so much for your time this evening, and we apologize for the delayed start. We had some technical issues, but we still got on and we still did this. All right, thank you so much for your time. Have a good one.